Hi, my name is Dr. David Lee, physical therapist, and I'm going to be going over some stability ball exercises to help you out with your low back pain. This exercise is called Pelvic Tilt. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sit on the ball here. Make sure that our spine is starting off in a neutral position. So you don't want to be too far arched and you don't want to be too far rounded, okay? So we're going to start in the neutral position here. We're going to make sure that our feet are in contact with the floor. It's going to help with stability. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to think about rounding the low back just slightly and think about tightening the abdominals. So you're going to hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds and then relax. And then you're going to crunch the abs as you roll your low back flat and relax. And tighten. So the motion is created by the abdominals. So you want to make sure that you're tightening the abs as you bring the low back into a little bit of a round position. And relax and tighten and relax. So you can do about 15 reps of that. Do that about 4 times a day. This is the single leg lift in the plank position. We're going to use our stability ball for this one. So we're going to go ahead and get into our plank position on our elbows. This is a very challenging exercise, so we want to make sure that everything is engaged from our shoulders down to our legs, okay? So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to put the elbows on the ball. And then we want to make sure from this position, you're going to basically push into the ball to activate our shoulders. And then from here, we're going to make sure that our abs are engaged. So think about tightening your stomach. You don't want to let the back sag and you don't want to bring it way up in the air. So you want to make sure that everything is nice and straight and engaged. Keep the stomach tight. And then what you're going to do from here is you're going to go ahead and lift up one leg. So you're going to lift up one leg and then come back down, lift up the other leg, come back down. Try not to go too high on this one because what happens is if you go too high, you'll start to rotate your hips. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're nice and engaged. Keep the stomach tight, push through your arms, and then lift up. Keep everything in a straight line. Okay, so you're going to do about 10 reps of that, about 3 sets, and that should make all the muscles work. This next exercise is called the bridge. We're going to go ahead and use our ball for this one. So what you're going to do is start off in a sitting position and then go ahead and slide down into the bridge position. From here, you want to make sure that your head is nice and supported. And then make sure that your feet are in contact with the ground. So you don't want to be all the way in your heel and you don't want to be all the way in your toes. So make sure that you're able to push through the ground with your feet. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your chin is down, shoulders are back, and then from here, make sure that that core is engaged. So we don't want to arch our back through this exercise. You want to make sure that everything is nice and engaged through the core. So go ahead and squeeze the butt up as you keep your stomach tight. You should feel everything in the glutes working. And then you want to make sure that you're pushing through the feet with the ground. Squeeze your butt. And then think about turning the knees out just a little bit to create more tension in the hips. So you're going to hold that for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then you're going to come down nice and slow. And then you're going to squeeze up. Make sure that the stomach is tight. Make sure that the butt is squeezed up in the air. And then come down nice and slow. So do that for about 10 reps, and you're going to do 4 sets of that. Next exercise is our back extension. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lie over the ball. From here, we're going to make sure that our feet are stabilizing us. So think about pushing into the ground with our toes. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our head is in alignment, our shoulders are in alignment. And then what you're going to do initially is we're going to use the ball for assist. So think about squeezing your butt, squeezing your legs, make sure that everything is nice and straight. And then from here, you're just going to go ahead and lift up your chest. You're going to use those little low back muscles to create the movement. And then you're going to push up, squeeze your butt. Make sure that you're squeezing your butt and your stomach as you come up. Keep everything engaged from the lower body as well too to protect yourself. And then if you want a little bit more resistance and stability, you can go ahead and lift up. Put your hands on top of your head. lift up from there. Okay, so you want to do about 10 reps of those. Hold for about 10 seconds. And 3 sets of that. And those are some exercises for your low back pain. If you guys continue to have pain, please consult your medical professional.